What's the point of all this? What's the point of being an artist? What's the point of creating? I've thought about this a lot. A lot of people think, oh, it's to get the riches and the fame and the name. And the more I think about it, and the more I read like celebrity news and see what happens to these people who reach this level of fame, is I realize that, is that really what people want? Or is that just the surface of it? Because once you start to dive deeper, it seems like all that fame and attention isn't even worth it. So what do we do it for, if not for fame, for attention, or for money? I'm urging you to use your creativity to create something that can liberate others, specifically your community, your neighbors, people around you, people who you're friends with, your family. Start there, because I know it can feel overwhelming to watch the news and see all these wars happening overseas and feeling like you're just powerless to do anything about it. But just recognize all that time you're spending watching YouTube or on TikTok or Instagram, and recognize how hard it is to pay our bills. Recognize that we're fighting too to survive, and recognize that we don't have to keep fighting. We can fight to escape the system that we're in, to liberate each other. But to do that, we have to create new systems. We have to create new buildings. We have to create new to replace the old. So to all my creatives out there, I think we have to work harder to create beautiful festivities for each other and ultimately try to break free from these systems that make it so hard to be an artist. Can allow the crafts and expression to shine through, to get people outside, to stop being scared. Liberation, freedom. How do we live in a society that's more free? How do we create that? And how do we start at home with the people directly around us? What would we have to create to free up our communities? For me, that looks like I work at a farm and I'm trying to grow food. I'm trying to start there. How can we make food free and sustainable? And how do we grow food locally? That's kind of what I'm working on. But whatever brings you that passion, whatever fills you with that energy, follow that. Don't think about what's realistic. Dream big. And whatever brings your heart joy, that's probably what you could do to help others, to do good for the world. If it's making music, maybe it's not just becoming famous. Maybe it's throwing local shows for causes. Maybe it's helping to organize events. Maybe it's just playing on the street to fill up the day with beauty. If it's painting, maybe it's doing some revolutionary street art that makes people question the powers that be, or makes people empathize or have compassion for people who they normally wouldn't. How do we liberate each other? What does that mean, liberate? For me, it means to be free from suffering. Liberation means to be able to express myself and for my ideas to not be illegal to express. For me, liberation looks like being able to paint on walls that no one cares about. It looks like having public places that we are able to paint and walls that we can paint. That's something I could fight for, is like, how do we make it legal for some walls to be painted on? You feel me? How do we make performance spaces and venue space accessible for everybody? How do we make the street more of an area for gathering and celebration instead of just all these cars? And then how do we make creativity the supplies and equipment needed to make things? How do we make that accessible to more people? That to me is liberating my community. But I want you to think about the problems that exist in your community and recognize your power in taking up a project from the heart, not to blow you up, not to make you number one, but to actually lift others up, liberate others. I think that should be the ultimate goal of creativity. Because how fun is it to be just above everybody? It's not that fun. It's way more fun to be dancing with everybody all around, all sharing that love and that celebration and that dance. I don't want to be on stage and be the only one dancing while everyone is staring at me. I want to be dancing with the people. We're all celebrating together. where we're all expressing ourselves, and people who aren't good at dancing feel comfortable to hop on the dance floor and express themselves and get better. An open-minded gathering of people. This is the end of the Escape the Matrix series. If you watch every episode, thank you so much. I hope these ideas have inspired you and have motivated you to disconnect from the gray, from the monotony, from the easy entertainment, and search deep in the forest for that good fruit. Because nothing good in this life comes easy, but that great challenge that awaits you, beyond that great challenge, is the dream world and life that you strive for, that we all truly need in our hearts to be fulfilled. My name is Simon, but I go by Swimo. Thank you so much for watching. I got this web series I'm working on, Scene. For a little bit, I'm gonna do whatever I want in this YouTube channel, but for a little bit my focus is gonna be on creating this web series, Scene, that's like ties everything I'm doing together into one epic story. Is it real, or is it not? Following real artists. I want to make episodes about other artists in the city, other artists around the world, and not only artists, just people. I'm trying to capture scenes in scenes. I want it to be, it's going to be a musical. It's like every episode is going to have original music. The first episode is already out. I fucking suck at skating. Check that out if you haven't seen it yet. That's kind of a demo. I'm working on the demo stages of this web series I'm working on that eventually I would love to turn into a full-fledged show. The goal is to inspire people to get out of the algorithm, get out of the low vibrational, depressive content that just makes you trapped for hours and afterwards leaves you with this feeling of depression and like you're wasting your life. My aim is to create something that inspires you to go outside and to try something and pick up a new hobby or go talk to a new person and just show people that in 2 dimensions that there's so much life and cool things to be experienced in 3 dimensions all around us. And we could all live and we could all truly have a show made about us because we're all truly just beautiful creatures who all are experiencing such a deep, profound story. Don't forget that. We all have a deep, profound story. Some people are just better at telling it than others. But make sure that you're telling the story that you want to be telling. Don't get distracted in these short-term sensory objects that just please you for 1 second and then afterwards leave you feeling drained. Let's all try to do things that leave us feeling fulfilled and truly chase goodness in the world and chase that highest version of yourself that creates a blessed world. That's my sermon, y'all. Swimo out.